You ever see a whole biker convoy stop on a highway, every single rider pulling over one by one without a word, and wonder what on earth just happened? Most people assume it's engine trouble, maybe someone blew a tire. But sometimes what stops 40 riders cold has nothing to do with any of that. Sometimes it's a piece of paper the size of your palm, a folded note, written in crayon by a 6-year-old boy who had run out of other options. This is that story. It was a Saturday in late September, somewhere on Route 49 cutting through the belly of Mississippi. The sky was the kind of blue that makes you forget there's anything wrong with the world. Wide open, no clouds, just that long, flat southern road stretching out in front of you like a promise. Dora Reyes was leading her convoy south, 42 riders behind her. She always rode point. Not to prove anything, she'd stopped needing to prove things to people a long time ago. She rode point because she paid attention to the road, to the towns, to the people, in ways that others simply didn't. Dora read the world the way some people read books. Quietly, thoroughly, and she never missed much. She'd been riding for 23 years, led her club for 9 of them. 4 states knew her name, and the people who knew it said it with a certain weight. Not the weight of fear exactly, though she'd earned that too when she needed to. The deeper weight. The kind you give someone who never says more than they have to, and somehow that's always enough. They were heading to a rally in Hattiesburg. Nothing dramatic, just the annual ride her club did every fall, raising money for a children's hospital down there. Something Dora had started 7 years back and kept going without ever making a big deal about it. People were always surprised when they heard about it. She never understood why. They stopped at a roadside gas station just outside a small town called Petal. Fuel up, stretch your legs, 20 minutes tops. Dora was leaning against her bike, checking her phone, when that feeling hit her. Not a sound, not a tap on the shoulder. Just that shift, the kind she'd learned to trust years ago, that something nearby had changed. She looked up. Standing about 6 feet away, next to the air pump, was a little boy. Couldn't have been older than 6. Small even for that age. Thin arms, sneakers too big for him. A faded dinosaur t-shirt worn down from too many washes. He wasn't crying. He wasn't talking. He was standing completely still, looking straight at her, like he had been waiting for her specifically, like he'd known she was coming. Most kids that age, you put them near a bunch of bikers and they either light up or they back away fast. This boy did neither. He just stood there and watched her, calm and serious in a way that no 6-year-old should have to be. That alone told Dora everything she needed to start paying attention. She put her phone away and walked toward him slowly. No rush, no big gesture. Just moved closer and let him decide what happened next. He reached into the front pocket of his jeans and pulled out a piece of paper folded so many times it was nearly square. He held it out to her with both hands. She took it. He didn't say a word. She unfolded it carefully. The paper was soft from handling. You could tell it had been folded and unfolded more than once, like maybe he'd almost given it to someone before and thought better of it. The handwriting inside was in blue crayon. Large, uneven letters pressed hard into the paper, the way a first grader writes when they really need you to read every word. It said, "My name is Caleb. My mom is sick. The man hurts her. I am scared. Please help us. We are at the house with the red truck." Dora read it once. Read it again. She folded it back exactly the way it had been, placed it in the inside pocket of her vest, right against her chest, and walked back to her bike. She pressed the signal on her radio. 2 short bursts. Everyone stops. Everyone off their bikes, right now. 42 riders heard it. 42 riders obeyed. Her second in command, a woman named Retta who'd ridden with Dora for 11 years, was at her side in seconds. "Talk to me," Retta said. Dora glanced at Caleb, still standing by the air pump, still watching. "That boy handed me something," she said. "We're not leaving yet." She walked back to him and crouched down to his eye level, stayed there. "Caleb," she said. Same voice she always used, calm, level, nothing extra in it. "My name is Dora. I read your note." He looked at her without blinking. "You wrote that yourself?" He nodded. "How long did it take you?" He thought about it for a moment. "A long time," he said. His voice was small but steady. "I had to look up how to spell scared." Dora let that land. A 6-year-old boy, alone somewhere, carefully spelling out the word scared so that whoever found his note could read it right. She held that for a second before she spoke again. "The red truck," she said. "Is it close?" He pointed back down the road, the direction they'd come from. "How far did you walk to get here?" He shrugged the way kids do. "Past the field, past the church with the broken sign, then the road with no trees." Retta, standing just behind Dora, said quietly, "I know where he means. County road, about 1.5 miles back. Small properties out there, real secluded." Dora kept her eyes on Caleb. "Is the man home right now?" He nodded. "Is your mom home too?" Another nod. "Did you tell anyone else about this? A neighbor, a teacher?" He looked down at his sneakers for the first time. "I tried," he said. Nobody came. And those 3 words did something to the air around Dora's crew. You could feel it. That quiet shift when a group of people all understand something at exactly the same moment. Retta crossed her arms. 2 riders nearby exchanged a look. Nobody said anything out loud. Nobody needed to. Dora stood up slowly. "Caleb," she said, "you did the right thing. You hear me? Exactly the right thing." He didn't smile. He just nodded, serious as a judge. She turned to her crew. 6 of us go. The rest stay here with the boy. Phones in hand. We assess the situation. We do not escalate unless there's absolutely no other choice." Retta was already moving toward her bike. They found the house in under 10 minutes. Caleb had described it perfectly. Small white house set back from the road, red pickup in the driveway, mud on the tires, curtains drawn on a bright afternoon which told you something by itself. Dora pulled up and cut her engine. The others did the same. 6 bikes going quiet at once on an empty county road makes a very specific kind of silence, the kind that says something is about to happen. She went to the front door alone, knocked twice, firm, not aggressive. The man who answered was mid-40s, tall, with a face that looked like it had once been easygoing and had since gone hard. He looked at Dora, looked past her at 5 bikers standing by the road. His expression shifted into something careful. "Can I help you?" "I'm looking for Caleb's mother," Dora said. "I'd like to speak with her. She's not feeling well." "I understand that." Dora held his gaze, didn't shift, didn't push, just stayed completely, entirely present in a way that very few people can manage. "I'd still like to see her. Just for a moment." There's a kind of stillness Dora could produce in a tense situation that most people never figure out how to do. It's not aggression, and it's not backing down. It's something in between that says, without a single threat, that the person in front of her is being offered an opportunity and would do well to take it. The man stepped back slightly. He probably didn't even realize he'd done it. "Who are you?" he said. "Someone who knows you're not alone right now," Dora said. "I'm not here to make trouble. I just want to see that she's okay." He looked past her one more time. 6 bikers, a road going nowhere fast. He called back into the house. A woman appeared in the doorway. Early 30s. She had the careful, managed look of someone who had been quietly surviving something painful for a long time. She'd gotten good at hiding it, but not good enough. Not from Dora. "Hi," Dora said simply. "My name's Dora. Your son Caleb asked me to check on you." The woman's face broke open for just a second. "He's okay?" she whispered. "He's okay," Dora said. "He's safe, he's smart, and he loves you more than you know." What happened in the next hour wasn't dramatic the way movies make these things dramatic. Nobody got thrown through a wall. Dora never raised her voice. What happened was this. The woman Sandra stepped outside, and once she was outside, standing near other people, something in her posture changed, like a door that had been held shut from the inside had finally, quietly opened. Dora called the county sheriff directly, had the number in her phone, had worked with the department before. She explained the situation in plain, factual language. No exaggeration, just what she knew and how she knew it. The kind of call that gets taken seriously because there's nothing hysterical about it. The man stayed inside. He made no move toward anyone. Whether it was the 5 bikers in his driveway or something in Dora's face when she'd first looked at him, something that told him every calculation he was used to making had just changed. You couldn't say. The sheriff arrived in under 25 minutes. Sandra went with them willingly. She cried in the driveway quietly and kept saying she didn't know what to do. Dora stood near her and didn't try to fill the silence. Sometimes the right thing is just being there, not saying anything, just being a presence that tells someone, "You're not alone right now." When they brought Caleb back to his mother, the boy walked up to her and didn't say a word. He put his arms around her waist and held on. Sandra looked up at Dora over his head. Dora nodded once. That was enough. Later that night, after the rally, after all the noise had settled, Dora sat outside alone for a while. Just her and the dark and the distant sound of the highway. She thought about that note. Blue crayon, paper soft from being handled, words pressed hard so they'd be read. He'd tried before. That's what he said. I tried. Nobody came. She thought about how many times that boy must have looked around at the adults in his life, hoping one of them would see, and what it finally took for him to fold up that paper and walk 1.5 miles down a county road to a gas station full of strangers on motorcycles. Here's what she knew. That boy looked at people the whole world crosses the street to avoid and decided they were his best shot. And he was right. There's something in that worth holding on to. Sometimes the people who look the most intimidating are exactly the ones who will stop, who will actually listen, who will put that note against their chest and say, without words, but with everything that follows, "I've got you." And sometimes a 6-year-old with a crayon and a folded piece of paper and more courage than most adults will ever need is the one who reminds you why any of it matters. Dora doesn't tell this story often. She's not built for sentiment. But when she does, she always ends the same way. Pay attention to the quiet ones, the ones who aren't screaming for help, because sometimes the quietest ask is the one that costs the most to make. Caleb didn't stumble into help that day. He chose it. And that, she'll tell you, is the whole difference.